Commending the Legacy, a historical overview of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Introduction. Welcome to the historical overview of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This presentation will commemorate the legacy of Dr. King and the significance of this national holiday. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, into a deeply religious family where his father served as a pastor. From a young age, King exhibited exceptional academic talents, which allowed him to skip grades in high school. This academic prowess led him to enter Morehouse College at the remarkably young age of 15, setting the stage for his future achievements and contributions to society. After graduating from Morehouse College with a degree in sociology, Martin Luther King Jr. pursued further education by earning a divinity degree from Crozer Theological Seminary. He continued his academic journey by completing his Ph.D. in systematic theology at Boston University in 1955, solidifying his intellectual foundation and preparing him for his role as a prominent civil rights leader. After assuming the role of pastor at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama, Martin Luther King Jr. emerged as a prominent civil rights leader during the Montgomery Bus Boycott in 1955, where his advocacy for nonviolent protest garnered national attention. Subsequently, he played a pivotal role in founding the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, in 1957, which became a central organization in the civil rights movement, advocating for racial equality through nonviolent means. Martin Luther King Jr. achieved numerous significant milestones during his lifetime, leaving an indelible mark on the course of history. Some of his most notable achievements include: 1. Leadership in the civil rights movement. King emerged as a prominent leader in the civil rights movement, spearheading efforts to combat racial segregation and discrimination through nonviolent protest and civil disobedience. 2. Montgomery Bus Boycott. King played a pivotal role in organizing the Montgomery Bus Boycott in 1955, a successful campaign against racial segregation on public transportation that lasted over a year and led to the desegregation of buses in Montgomery, Alabama. 3. Founding of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC. In 1957, King helped establish the SCLC, a key organization in the civil rights movement that aimed to coordinate and support nonviolent protest and activism across the United States. 4. March on Washington. King played a central role in organizing the historic March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom in 1963, where he delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, advocating for racial equality and civil rights for all Americans. 5. Nobel Peace Prize. In 1964, King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his leadership in the civil rights movement and his commitment to nonviolent resistance against racial injustice and inequality. 6. Civil rights legislation. King's advocacy and leadership contributed to the passage of landmark civil rights legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which aimed to end segregation and protect the voting rights of African Americans. 7. Advocacy for economic justice. Beyond civil rights, King also campaigned for economic justice and equality, organizing the Poor People's Campaign to address poverty and economic inequality in America. 8. Global influence. King's message of nonviolence, equality, and justice resonated globally, inspiring movements for civil rights and social justice around the world. Overall, Martin Luther King Jr.'s achievements as a civil rights leader, advocate for social justice, and proponent of nonviolent resistance continue to have a profound impact on society, inspiring generations to work towards a more just and equitable world. Civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was a pivotal time in American history, marked by activism and protests for racial equality. Martin Luther King Jr. emerged as a prominent leader during this era. I Have a Dream speech. Organized in 1963 with the aim of advocating for civil and economic rights for African Americans, the March on Washington attracted more than 250,000 participants to Washington, D.C., making it one of the largest rallies for human rights in United States history. It served as the backdrop for Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, which resonated deeply with the crowd and the nation, articulating a powerful vision of equality and justice. Nobel Peace Prize. Following his impactful leadership in the civil rights movement, King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 for his unwavering commitment to nonviolent resistance against racial prejudice in America. At the time, he became the youngest recipient of this esteemed award, further solidifying his global influence as a symbol of peace and social change. As King's advocacy expanded, he shifted his focus to include opposition to the Vietnam War and poverty, organizing initiatives such as the Poor People's Campaign, aimed at addressing economic inequality. Despite facing significant opposition and threats, he remained steadfast in his dedication to nonviolent protest and social change. Assassination and legacy. Tragically, King's life was cut short when he was assassinated on April 4, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee. His untimely death sparked an outpouring of grief and anger across the nation, but also galvanized continued efforts to advance his work. Today, Martin Luther King Jr.'s impact endures, with his legacy marked by significant advancements in civil rights and ongoing influence on social justice movements worldwide. His contributions are honored annually with Martin Luther King Jr. Day, established as a federal holiday, and his speeches and writings continue to inspire generations with their enduring messages of peace, equality, and justice. National Holiday. In 1983, legislation was introduced to create a national holiday honoring Martin Luther King Jr. After years of advocacy, the holiday was officially observed on the third Monday of January. Significance of MLK Day. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is not only a time for reflection and remembrance, but also a call to action for social change and equality. It serves as a reminder of Dr. King's enduring impact. MLK Day celebrations. Across the United States, communities celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day with various events, including parades, volunteer activities, and educational programs that honor his legacy. Educational initiatives. Schools and educational institutions often use Martin Luther King Jr. Day as an opportunity to teach students about the civil rights movement and the enduring impact of Dr. King's activism. MLK Day of Service. Many people participate in the MLK Day of Service, engaging in volunteer work and community projects that embody Dr. King's vision of unity, equality, and social change. Global impact. Martin Luther King Jr.'s influence extends beyond the United States, inspiring movements for equality and justice worldwide. His message of nonviolent resistance continues to resonate globally. Legacy of Hope. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy is a testament to the power of hope and the enduring impact of individuals who strive for positive change. His vision continues to inspire future generations. Inspiring leadership. Dr. King's leadership and commitment to nonviolent activism continue to inspire individuals and leaders to champion causes that promote peace, equality, and inclusivity. Conclusion. As we reflect on his life and legacy, King's vision for a just society remains a guiding light, challenging us to persist in the pursuit of nonviolent advocacy for equality, knowing that the time is always right to do what is right. In conclusion, Martin Luther King Jr. Day serves as a time to reflect on the enduring legacy of a visionary leader who dedicated his life to the pursuit of equality and justice. Let us carry forward his message of hope and unity,